Hey, what's up everyone? Previously on our Game News live show. This one's a little controversial for me because I was just like, I don't know what they're talking about the performance between the PS5, but the fact that Microsoft acknowledges that PS5 is performing better than the Xbox as far as like just system performance, not, I don't know about sales because everything is sold out at this point, but
everything is sold out. The PS5 is going to bury the Xbox Series X in sales. That's a given. But yeah, I thought this was a really interesting article here. Okay, Microsoft has said the Xbox Series X is the world's most powerful console. Like, this is it. It has 12 teraflops.
What does that mean? That's
like,
4 more than the last teraflops.
Like, Back to the Future, what the hell's a gigawatt? You know? It's like, the PS5 doesn't have 12. It has like 9.5 teraflops or something like that. So Microsoft should be like, boom, this is the most powerful anything ever. And they actually are acknowledging that some PS5 games are performing better on the PS, or the multi-platform games, I'll say. Like, so I want to say it was like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legion. There was like 2 others. I think Dirt 5 is performing better on the Xbox. But yeah, there's like this list of games right now that are like on both platforms, and they run like the 4K 60 frames are like it's more stable than on the Xbox Series X, which it's like, yeah, you're gonna get the 4K, but it's bouncing, it's sort of hovering around 55, and they're like, world's most powerful console, what's going on? And Microsoft obviously are in a kind of state.
It has to be negligible though.
If you watch these like Digital Foundry comparison videos, at no point are they saying Xbox is, Bush League and Scrubs and all that stuff. No, they're saying this is barely noticeable outside of like our tool that are like where they like watch the frames bump up and down.
It doesn't translate into it doesn't translate into something that you can actually like notice in my book.
Yeah, like at no point are you gonna like be watching Assassin's Creed Valhalla with a lot of things going on your screen. You go, oh, 59 frames.
Damn it! Trash.
Yes, dumpster. There you go. You are never going to see that. But but Microsoft is at least trying to do some PR spin on this. They basically said, we're in the very beginning of this console cycle right now. Like, people haven't even scratched the surface of what the Xbox can do. They're just doing ports right now. So, like, in time, you will see more. And it's like, cool, I get that. There's also this thing going around right now that apparently Sony was releasing dev kits for the PS5 like up to 3-4 years ago, and Microsoft didn't release the dev kit for the Xbox Series X until about 1.5 years ago, so people had less time to like customize for it.
Right.
Either way, I'm glad Microsoft is at least talking about this.
But
they're not just, media blackout or anything like that.
That happens every cycle. Every cycle, there's always things that they're not even at 100% efficiency as far as like development or nothing. So,
neither are. Like, these are only going to get better over time, right? Like, as these developers have more to work with, more time and more knowledge of how to, finagle the systems to do what they want. Look at like launch games on the PS4 versus Ghost of Tsushima. It's like, it is night and day how much power they put into that game. Less load times, better visuals, everything. Near the end of the console cycle, because they fully understand how to use it. Yeah. The Xbox and the PS5, they're just now getting to.
Yeah, and if you're benchmarking anything from PS5 to Xbox, I think both parties should be glad that the backwards compatibility has just been so good at not just being able to play your games like the previous cycle, but that it enhances your games that much better. To flipping 30 frames per second games into 60 frames per second and making them so much smoother and the resolution being bumped up to 4K without even breaking a sweat. The fact that these machines can do that, I don't think there's cause for complaint. Yes, it's a marketing kind of thing that Xbox did as far as being the most powerful on paper and on number. Yes, it's the most powerful with 12 teraflops, but nobody's been able to harness it yet to really show it off.
I think what Gears 5 is their big example right now, because like if you have a TV that'll support it, like Gears 5's multiplayer runs at 4K 120, and it's like, that's great, good for you guys.
Right.
I don't have a TV that can do 120, so like I'm more than happy to do 4K 60 on my TV.
Yeah.